Hi. So, so Monique is going viral talking about black women in their bonnets and scarves, looking disheveled at the airport, and I think it's the height of irony. Um, First of all, barring all the real world implications of why black bodies are not respected by the fashion industry, and that it is terribly difficult to find affordable basics that don't make you feel uh, like you, like even worse than being comfortable. Forgetting all of that, um, I feel like exactly how Monique has handled her career is exactly how people feel about seeing black women in bonnets and God knows what in the airport. Um, and that the end of the day, that neither one are a sign of self worth. I feel like Monique has been through this exact thing her whole career. That there was questions about her weight loss, and that what was she doing that to appear more marketable, or was she doing it for health reasons? That was a question after being the queen of, fuck those skinny bitches. There was a question about her when she was talking about her open marriage, or having. I'm not sure if that was the term they were used, but I know there was a controversy about her marriage, and that there was some openness involved, and people there was a big question about her, how she was presenting herself, and that not matching up with this idea of what marriage was. Um, it happened. The question came up again when she, got her legendary Academy Award for Precious. The role that she got the award for um, was the direct opposite of the way she presented herself to society. It was a black villain at that struck at the core of black culture. A black villain as a black mother was. I don't think people remember how groundbreaking that was, how earth shattering that was, how controversial that was. But then on top of all of that, she also got into a controversy because she wasn't willing to play the Hollywood game. I think a person who's built her career on bucking the system, I think it's highly ironic that she feels any kind of way about how people present themselves uh, in public spaces. There is this odd dichotomy, and I see that, and I'm starting to see a thread with the thing that really gets to me. I hate contradictions unless they are acknowledged. I think that's why Funky Dineva gets to me a lot of times. I think this is the thing. I don't like double standards. Monique, your whole career is a bonnet, pajamas, and slippers at the airport. Your career has been a testament to what happens when a black woman presents herself to an industry that wants her to do things, be things a certain way, and she's drawing a boundary and saying, I'm going to do what is best for my history. my comfort level, my longevity. Monique sees herself in a certain way, and she has engineered a career that focuses on her branding and her vision. To the dismay and disgruntlement of most of the entertainment industry. Yeah, it really, I filmed this video twice before this, and I had a lot of real world things in the other one. First of all, bonnets are a representation of black culture, period. It's just, I think they're fabulous. I love going to Harlem and seeing girls with the doobie wraps and they're even with the bow rats all over it. I think it's high fashion. I see Nigerian women, they elevate the bonnet to this structural, I mean, it's a part of the culture. The way black women protect their hair, it's a part of American culture. The woman in the convertible with the scarf. There is just so many representations of women protecting their hair in situations. And maybe Monique is like about to come up with a line of flight bonnets that are also presentable, but maybe the manufacturing just isn't there right now. Like, I collect silk scarves and yeah, I mean, I collect them because I don't see them in stores. So, maybe it's time to bring back the silk scarf. I mean, Gucci's doing it, why? Now it's, acceptable. So, I don't know. Like maybe this is the lane Savage Fenty goes down. I don't know. But I'm really tired of black people playing respectability representation politics. It does not work for us. Monique, you are a comedy legend. You are one of the best actresses of all time. And you still hit a wall when it came to you drawing boundaries that showed that you had more self-worth than appeasing the powers that be and subverting your talent. I say extend that grace to black women. When you see a sister in her bonnet and her pajamas, and then you turn around and see white frat boys in the same damn thing, and then you see Kanye West profiting off of $700 slippers and Balenciaga making shoes that look like socks, and Fear of God making $300 t-shirts. I just think that at the end of the day, you have to realize that you understand this topic way deeper than the surface level. And don't forget that. Show the nuance. It's not about when did we forget, when did we stop wanting to be presentable. You know what happened? What happened was black women discovered that being a diva for, the brunches and the Instagrams and living their best lives in Tulum and all these things, they might want to do those things, but something's got to drop. I want to be comfortable at the airport when I fly and it's a security blanket to wear ratty clothes. Sue me. But I'm still going off to the black entrepreneurship is on the rise. Black women as entrepreneurs are like all I follow on YouTube, other than people who like thrift for a living. Like black female entrepreneurship and black female representation, especially African American, is the goal. Is the goal. Like the same things that you're kind of talking down about, how black women are appearing in airports in their cheap Walmart leggings and bonnets and so forth, are high fashion. And it keeps happening. over and over again. I always say when I lived in California, if you want to know who the richest person is, look at the worst dressed person. I think it's the same philosophy. I do. When I see black women who are confident walking out in their rattiest clothes and um, just, comfortable, I feel like sis is on a mission. She's got something to do. If you want to do a welfare check on Black America, then say that. Say that. Take a beat and ask the public how we're doing. Take the temperature. You have the platform to do that, Monique. You have a reach. You have that quality. You even said in the video that certain people call you auntie, and if they want to call you auntie, then listen to auntie. Well, auntie might need to listen to her babies. You spend a lot of time putting out information. You spend a lot of time communicating. Are those things matching up? Are the black women that you're talking to communicating that they feel like their self-worth is being trampled? And now you're seeing it show up in the way we present ourselves. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying in the conversations that you're having in social media and through broadcasting and through your travels, you are seeing a community that is feeling a dearth of low self-worth? Is that what you're actually seeing? Or is this just some sort of thing about a pet peeve you have? And that you've kind of transgressed it and projected it into this cultural phenomenon. First of all, I mean, I know flying is cheap, but I don't have a lot of airport commentary. Let alone the fact, like, yeah, it is cheaper to fly. Like, I guess you're based out of Baltimore. I think it was probably cheaper for you to fly and connect to Jackson, Mississippi from Atlanta or from Baltimore. I'm not sure where you live, but it was probably cheaper for you to do that than drive. So maybe flying is just ghetto. Like, who knows? Who knows? Who really cares? Because and nobody knows more than Monique. It does not matter how much you do, how much you present yourself. No matter what you do, there's a thing that you do for yourself, and there is still a way that your talent and your worth can be degraded by the very systems that profit off of them. She knows this she knows this subject much deeper than this surface conversation that seems to pop up it's a perennial topic in the black culture about how we present ourselves. Black folks, we need to refocus. Monique, refocus. Like, talk about the deep stuff. Stay on the deep stuff. Keep talking to people about self-worth. Keep talking to people about the things that you're seeing in the black community. I don't think you're seeing high numbers of low self-worth in the black community. I don't think you're seeing that, Monique. I think you talk to very powerful women like yourself, the queens, as you say. I feel like you talk to them, and no, they may not ever appear in public like the women that you're talking to. So maybe you need to start talking to those women and seeing where their head's at instead of judging them by how they appear.